Come on in, come on in. Welcome back to Saravji's hut, the place where change happens. As you probably have guessed, I'm Saravji. In this update on my journey to get certified as a Google Cloud professional machine learning engineer, I give an update on where I'm at, the completion of the recommender system with TensorFlow part and my impressions of it, the completion of build and deploy machine learning solutions with Vertex AI Quest and my impressions of that. And now the big question is, what surprises do the materials hold this time? So let's find out. This is update 14, going through Google Cloud Professional Machine Learning Engineer certification. This is part of my series, Getting Started in Data Science, Machine Learning, or AI. You're in Saravji's hut, the place where change happens. Let's dive in. The materials in this certificate are pretty extensive. Here's where I am in the journey. The materials are divided into 16 modules. When I do not count the kind of a Hello World lab at the beginning, and if I'm considering the certification test and preparations as its own module. I have completed 12 so far, so 75% of the modules that are part of the materials. On the time scale, I have completed 204.5 of the nominal 267.5 hours. That's a tad more than 76%. Of the 94 labs in the materials, I have finished 80. That's about 85%. Now, on the side of the videos, I went through 468 of the 564 videos, and that's about 83%. Finally, about 72% of the 53 quizzes are solved, or 38 of them. This time, I completed a module and a quest. Let's start with the module. The impression that recommendation systems with TensorFlow on Google Cloud left. These materials differ from the materials I have seen so far. These materials are very math heavy, as in a lot of the underlying formula are thrown up on the screen. Not discussed in a way as developing the intuition or understanding for the math. It feels more along the lines of overwhelming most of the students, unless you are highly interested in particular recommender systems and have a mind set to working through the theory on your own. These materials are not very engaging. Having said this, I also want to stress that these materials, especially the slide decks, are a wealth of resource if you are interested in going deep into recommender system. As for the labs, most are very much dated to a point that they are barely functional. Some are plain dysfunctional. Most code is based on TensorFlow 1.13, 1.15. At one point, some effort was put into part of these labs to extend the lifespan. These cosmetic updates include some minor updates in the notebooks as well as to the lab instructions. Nonetheless, the labs do show their age in this module. The quest I completed is building and deploying machine learning solutions on Vertex AI. Now, this is a completely different experience. The labs, the code is on a completely different level of sophistication and elegance. I mean the basic principles of controlling the functional basis that one would expect from a certified professional machine learning engineer is still not done here. The labs in themselves are a thing of beauty. This also extends to the lab instructions. I really did dig the force enabling of all required APIs via the console. This is the first time that I have seen it done in this fashion throughout all the materials that I have been going through to this point. Simple, effective, efficient, and complete. That is how it should be for what this certification, this particular certification, stands for. Also, this quest has a challenge lab at its end. It's the last lab of the quest. And this does live up to its name when comparing it to the other labs. This is what I have for this update. I expect to have 3 more updates for the journey and then 3 summaries. 1 how-to for the technical part on the quick labs, how to do them, how to go about them, to get them started, to avoid the technical difficulties. 1 summary for experienced data scientists that are interested in cross-training for Google Cloud, and 1 for folks looking to get into data science, machine learning. Each of these will be answering different questions and will be based on appropriate existing knowledge. So long for today from Saravji. Stay safe. Saravji signing off and pointing you to this video.